Shot, and the sky has that kind of pretty dusty pink in the background, and we've had some really pretty sunsets lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed, and sunrises sometimes too. And we have had the daily downpours, and that was the forecast for this week, and we are indeed seeing it. Not for everywhere like we were expecting, but we are looking at kind of the same setup we've been talking about, where a lot of us are in the upper 80s or about 90, like at Slidell and Bogalusa, feeling like about 100 degrees. And then other spots like downtown, our temperature just dropped off into the lower 80s, so not doing as, hot or being as hot as we could be at this point for the city of New Orleans, because we have that one lone downpour right over the city. Now again, just kind of looking at this over the past 10 minutes or so since we last checked in with weather earlier in the newscast, it has gotten a bit lighter. So this will be maybe more of a nuisance type of situation. If it does get heavier again, there could be some street flooding, but we are seeing it not moving very much. But again, thankfully, it's not quite as heavy. So just something you'll certainly want to dodge if you can, or maybe just wait a little bit if you want to. Again, it's not kind of blinding rain for most spots right now, but you're going to have to encounter that if you're heading out right now at the lunch hour. Looking south toward the coast, we have had some showers and storms there. Those have lessened, and north of the lake we're mainly hotter and drier. Now looking outside, as I was saying, look at all this unsettled shower and storm activity along our coast and along the Florida Gulf Coast as well. And we're seeing this because of that front that is kind of stalled, and we have a trough of low pressure. This is the same one that we had a chance of development with yesterday, and really even the weekend there was a low chance of development for this during this week. Doesn't really look like it's going to happen now. It's really way too close to land, and it has nothing going at this point besides warm waters to really help it to organize. So that's why we're not really looking at that as any sort of concern right now. Still, the forecast just about the same, and we were saying this over the weekend too. Whether it develops or not, and it does look like it's going to be the or not, we're going to be looking for scattered downpours. So the rest of today, our temperatures in the 80s, our rain chance about 40% through your afternoon, going down as we get into the evening. The rainfall forecast you can see for the next 7 days is going to be similar to what we've been saying, about 2 to 4 inches in the purple and blue area. When you get toward the oranges, that's where it goes up to about 4 or 5 inches possible, and that would be mostly along the coast. And a lot will just depend on whether you have a downpour over you on a particular afternoon or not. It does look like the heavy threat for rain will be there. The heavy rain threat will be there today into tomorrow. These greens and yellows are the lowest 2 risk categories for flooding rains, but that will be something we're watching for, and it diminishes a little bit by Friday. Now here's our high resolution model through this afternoon, 2 p.m. on toward 4 and 6 o'clock. Things are starting to dry out already, maybe even by 4 and 5. So this evening looking mostly quiet, and our clouds will be decreasing a bit. This is tomorrow on your Thursday, starting off mostly quiet. Tomorrow during the day, we may have a few more showers and thunderstorms, so the rain chance a little higher tomorrow. You see especially by late afternoon perhaps, and then the same trend with most of the rain wrapping up for the evening. So today, highs about 90 or so, depending on whether you're under a downpour or not. Our temperatures tonight in the 70s with that rain chance dropping off through the evening. And your 7-day forecast shows similar kind of weather coming through the weekend. The scattered downpours, still something that could happen, mostly in the afternoons over land areas, and high temperatures about 90 degrees.